As we're driving along here in Añasco, we see more waterfalls. As you see these old bridge markers, look at how cool this one is. It's all mossy and stuff. And in the distance here, through the vines and the trees, you can see a waterfall flowing in the distance, right under this. It looks very jungly and very lush. Maybe when it's not so rainy, we could explore it a little bit more. In Añasco looking for the waterfall that we heard was up here, and we've gotten a little bit farther. Look at this beautiful view beyond us, all the way out to the bay. The farmland below. It's gorgeous up here. So what we talked with the neighbor, and we have to cross through this little person's property, but it has access for the public to reach the water or the river. So he said to turn left, so we think we're on the right path to find this waterfall. So here we are hiking through it. Looks like this trail hasn't been cleared for a while. Not too many people come through here. Lots of pika-pika. Thankfully there's no pods on it that I see yet, but it's forming. Sounds like a thunderstorm is approaching, and the trail is kind of running out, if there is even such a thing as a trail. But it's mostly this tall elephant grass, and I can't quite hear the river yet. The neighbor said that once you hear the river, you'll know you're pretty close. We're getting much farther down. As you can see, we have descended quite a bit, but with the rainstorm coming and not exactly knowing where we're at, we might have to make this trip once again. We are now on our third day trying to find this waterfall in Añasco, and we came prepared this time, just in case we get some big grasses again, because it looks like this area has been a little bit left overgrown, but there are quite a few paths, which kind of makes it nice to find an unknown waterfall.
Come and look at the path. You'll see that there have been some improvisations made over time. For some reason there is a huge pit filled with burnt coconuts, wood, and palm leaves. We'll probably take the outside rim to get around this hole.
Booby trap.
Booby trap. That's what it is.
Indiana Jones, don't fall in the trap. Hopefully this is the right way.
I don't know why this is.
It is weird. Why would it be right in the middle of the path? Maybe we'll go the other way? Let's see what's this way first.
So as we got across the booby trap, we see that it's a long way down.
Oh,
So let's stick back to the main road for a little bit longer.
So we've been descending and descending. It's going to be quite the hike back up, but a good sign is that we're starting to hear a little bit of water. It sounds like it might be overflow, but that's still a good sign. So now this sounds like a pretty good flow of water. We haven't seen the river yet, but we can hear it, and that's always your indication when you're hunting for waterfalls. So it looks like the path kind of curves down here to go down to the river, or it keeps going up this way. I think that we'll go check out the river first, but I believe that the waterfall might be up that way, and instead of going through that pretty strong current of the river to go up to the waterfall, that we might come back here and walk this, but we'll go check out the river first. So after a long hike, going down, we finally made it to this waterfall that we were looking for. There's a couple of other little ponds and charcos, but this is the one I believe that we were looking for that's on this river, the River. And it's got a nice little fall, but probably the most impressive part is how big that pond is, that natural pool. So that's kind of neat. beautiful out here. There's a sun shower going on, which means it's sunny, but it's still raining, and it's dropping onto this beautiful natural pond. It has a kind of a strong current, so I have to tread water just to stay. It's pretty deep. I can't touch. So it's really nice out here. There's breadfruit and palm trees, banana trees, and bamboo. Super cool tropical forest.
Walk like a normal person.
What's that?
Booby trap. That's what it is.
Indiana Jones, don't fall in the trap.